Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation2. Alright, we got first in this third competition, and I'm happy to share with you a claim that Summit Mountaineer is epic train. So here we are at the almost till end of this third competition. As usual, my advice is always prepared by having all those event items, and indeed during this competition a lot of requests are asking for event items. Of course, they are accompanied by non-event items as well, so sometimes you really got to spend some time, send your trains, collect the raw materials, put in those core factories that you have, and of course continuously production in the event factory. So that's the how you could do to ensure a balance of produce that will so-called survive this onslaught from the three very hungry customers. So they're keeping asking for items, and definitely you wouldn't have sufficient if you have not prepared upfront, or if you have not been continuously producing them. So make sure you do that. You can see here sometimes you're just stuck with 3 non-event items, so it's relatively important you will have a good supply chain that actually can survive all this. So this is what I meant. Sometimes you got to make sure you are able to maneuver by cancelling some orders to get back raw materials, or you try to push the order up front by cancelling the order, so that the order that you wanted is being pushed up front. Alright, so quite lucky we managed to have all the items that requested, because preparation work was put up front. Always prepared those that takes a long while to make, like for example an hour or hour plus. Make sure you have some of those like pencils in the output tray. So this is relatively important, like those books likewise, it takes a long time to make, so make sure you have those in the output tray which you can grab right away. Meanwhile, while waiting for, you know, sometimes you don't know what would come, but definitely I'll prepare those that really take a long while to do. So this is part and parcel of the preparation work. But of course, do remember to constantly upgrade your population, increase your warehouse space. That's the key to winning. Bear in mind, your warehouse will follow you region to region, so they will never give up in you, just like your trains will just leave you behind. After that, you go to a new region. Basically, you are left with none of the trains. So warehouse, unlikely the case, it will follow you throughout, so it's very loyal. Make sure you continuously take good care of your warehouse. So of course, in terms of event items, we have tons of it, so no problem in getting that done. But of course, that's easier than done, because sometimes, you know, in terms of event items, you may be running out of this or that, and you just got to make sure you have a good supply at the same time, fighting furiously against the competitors. So it is definitely a challenge, and that's what's made train stations so challenging sometimes. Of course, a lot of preparation is one thing, but in terms of logistical planning, in terms of resource allocation, all this comes into play. Bear in mind, if you have trains, for example, that have huge capacity, but if you go ahead and put it into a job without thinking through the existing 3 jobs that you have, what's going to happen is that there may be a job that is triple restriction, and you have sent out that particular train for another job. I think that's the hardest position that you are faced yourself. So make sure you check out the jobs that you have on hand, assuming all 3 jobs are open and unfinished. Do that one that actually requires triple restriction first, then you're followed by the other 2 jobs. So that's one part and parcel of resource allocation. Alright, so at this juncture, we're quite comfortable. Definitely, I think we secured the first place, unless the jammers go ahead and jam all the way. But it's really unlikely the case, because we are thinking about like 200 gap or more. So definitely that costs a lot. So here we are creating a very huge gap, so that we have secured that first place. Alright, so I'm really happy to share with you we got first. Alright, that's good cheering there. And we're going to get a bit of a small little present here. That's definitely great job, because I'm just needing that a little bit more so that we can get the trains. Alright, so this icon is for free after you get first, but obviously we're going to stay put with Christmas theme of Santa Claus. Then of course this is something I can share with you, the happy moment of getting this Summit to Mountaineer. Alright, so let's watch this. Alright, so we have gotten 2 trains so far, a legendary and an epic. I'll take some break right now. Thank you for watching, do like and subscribe, goodbye.